All right, guys, so you saw the pictures, and I was gonna do videos too, and I do have videos to show you, but the problem is on my editing software, when I import the video from the Galaxy S25 into my editing software, it makes the videos really like gross looking. It makes the really whited out and washed out, really washed out the video. So it's better for me to show you on this because there's HDR that it's capturing, and it's truly amazing when you look at it. All right, so here's my first one. This is gonna be like a dark type video to show you how good these look when they're both dark. And the S25 Ultra definitely looks better. And I recorded these exact same time. And I have them at the same brightness in case I'll show you in a second after this. But yeah, I felt like the S25 Ultra looked better in the color. And it's kind of what the tests have been revealing, is that it is better in low light, just to show you that they're both on the thing here, right here. You can see they're both getting the same brightness, which is great. All right, here's another light, dark one, I should say. That first one was a selfie one. This is gonna be the back camera. And again, I feel like both of them look pretty good actually, but I feel like you're getting a little bit more light on the S25 Ultra, which if you're doing a nighttime video, that's what you would want to do. So nighttime video, again, the way it looks, you had to give it to the S25 Ultra. One thing that I notice, again, is that the S25 Ultra just looks brighter, better, like a lot clearer. And now the HDR does help on here, you know, but it just is so much brighter. These screens are at the same brightness, so it has nothing to do with the screens. But when that HDR kicks in, it's just so much clearer and better overall on the video. Look at it. It's so good, nice, so nice looking. Really, really nice looking. This almost looks like faded, kind of. Look at the backgrounds too. You can notice a little bit more in terms of the dynamic range coming through. It doesn't just look all washed out. This is the rear main camera, by the way. Going back to the dog. It doesn't look bad, but this just looks better. Here we go. Here's the ultra wide during daytime. Both look really good, but again, the S25 Ultra definitely looks better overall. And I have the screen set up the same way, in case you're wondering. Like, I have them in the display settings set up exactly the same, because at first I thought this didn't look as good, and I was like, oh, what did I do to this? So this one looks better. So I matched them up, and they look exactly the same. But yeah, the HDR really looks great on here. Look at the color of the wood. Here's another one. This time my dog. Daytime. Going to ultra wide, and then I think I keep it on ultra wide again for this one. Oh, it stopped. I stopped. It was a short one. Here's the, oh, this one's cool because look at the, it's a little bit hard to see. They both kind of washed out with that sun, but it's definitely not as washed out. See the green on the grass? You can't see that on here. It just looks completely white. So the dynamic range really coming through, and it's easier to see me and watch me too on these displays on the S25 Ultra. It's clearer. It's like more white. It's a more pleasant image to watch. And then for audio, I just want to play something real quick. Don't get lost in the colors on the S25 Ultra. Though that's not true to life. I just showed you what it looks like, but I did want to show you again, just let you listen to the audio. The audio sounds a little bit better on the S25 Ultra too, so those microphones sound better on the S25 Ultra. I thought this would be a good place to start off because I have really strong backlight. And one thing I can automatically notice on here is that I can see the green in the trees, but on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, I really can't, which is really impressive. So I'm going to do a little turn here, show you what I look like now with light right on me. You can see all my lines from being an old man. Check out the stabilization, microphones, think about all that, colors, how the backlight looks and works. I'm really impressed just looking at this S24 Ultra compared, S25 Ultra, I should say, versus the S24 Ultra. It's pretty impressive overall. I've already gone through what I think looks better, but I'll have to just tell you, if you didn't see my other video, I like the way the S25 Ultra looks better as a phone. To me, it just is a more elegant design. I like the black camera rings. I know some people don't, but I actually do like them. I think they look really, really nice. I like the flat edges. It feels easier to hold. It's got a slightly bigger display, which you can't really tell it's too much. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. But I like the design overall of the S25 Ultra better. I think it looks a little bit more elegant, a litall bit better over in general. Now, weight, S25 Ultra again for the win. It's lighter than the S24 Ultra. Both, when I hold them like this, I don't notice a huge difference. It's when I said in my other video too, I hold one in one hand and then I pick up the other one. I'm like, oh, okay, this does feel a lot heavier. But yeah, it's nice to have the lighter weight. Now you should know that the S24 Ultra has Bluetooth in its S Pen, whereas the S25 Ultra does not have Bluetooth. What does that mean? Well, it's mostly, at least if I used it more often, it would be for taking pictures. So for instance, if I want to take a picture on the S24 Ultra, I can just tap it and take a photo. I can't do that on this phone. There's no Bluetooth built into the S Pen, and you can do some other air actions. I don't even know how to do them. I always forget how to do them. They're kind of weird and wonky. Let me see if I can get it to work. To like flick, it's stupid, whatever. Anyways, you can do some cool stuff with it if you want to learn it out. But yeah, if you S Pen's gonna go for the win, it's gonna go to the S24 Ultra because it has Bluetooth. Otherwise, they can both do the same things. Now, both these phones are blazing fast, but here's the benchmark scores. S25 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Elite versus the 8 Gen 3 on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's a huge discrepancy. It's basically 3,000 points higher on the 25 Ultra and then almost 1,000 points higher on the single core. Huge differences, but this phone's super fast, super smooth, is great, especially on One UI 7. They both have One UI 7 right now, but this is in beta. The 25 Ultra actually has it. It's the full baked version. But beyond that, you know, pretty much the same experience in terms of what you're gonna get on here in terms of software. But beyond that also, you know, I have to give the edge to performance. If you're a big gamer and stuff, in anything you do, it's going to be better performance on the S25 Ultra. All right, let's play some music for you. Louder, thumpier, better sounding overall. Now let's just listen to me talking.
What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to start it off with the Galaxy Z Fold 6. What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to start it off with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 versus the OnePlus Open 2. Versus the OnePlus Open 2.
Yeah, this has better sound. Now, this still has good sound, but this is definitely better. Like I said, it's louder, thumpier, better bass. I just like the sound completely overall better. Now, it's a little bit too early for me to give you battery life, which one gives you better battery life. I've heard that the S25 Ultra will because of the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, even though they both have 5,000 milliamp batteries. But I've always gotten good standby time and battery life with the S24 Ultra as well. So S25 Ultra probably will beat it overall, even though they have the same battery size, but different SoCs inside. But overall, both are giving me really good battery life. Now, the quality of the display, they're basically the same display. I'll be honest, I don't really notice much of a difference at all when I'm looking at these. You know, they're just so darn close. Like the colors look the same. Everything pretty much just looks the same on these. It's really hard for me to to look at these and be like, oh yeah, that looks much better. I don't personally see it. This, like, when I look at this, for instance, I do like the way the yellows look and the brown on the S25 Ultra. Like these ones, that looks a little bit more, this looks like more gold. This looks more like a dull yellow. But then when I look at this, the yellows look like the same. I don't really notice anything. The purple looks a little bit more vibrant on here. It looks a little bit darker on the S25 Ultra. But yeah, otherwise it's really, really difficult to tell these displays apart. They're just so similar. All right, so why would you want to upgrade to the S25 Ultra from the S24 Ultra? Well, a few reasons. One would be performance. It's a lot more powerful than the S24 Ultra, meaning it's going to give you better performance over the long term and the short term, really. And if you're a big gamer, you definitely want the S25 Ultra. The cameras are better on video and photos. I feel like much better. Well, maybe much better, but definitely better on the S25 Ultra. Another reason you might want to do it is you're getting an extra year of software updates and OS updates because you're getting 7 years, just like you did on this, but this is a year old and this is just born. It's a newborn baby. So that might be why you want to get it as well. It does have Qi 2 wireless charging. You just need to get a case that has magnets with it. Otherwise, yeah, keep that in mind. It's got a better thermal, so it's going to stay cooler longer with better performance. Otherwise, everything's pretty much the same. You're getting pretty much the same display. You're getting pretty much the same software experience, the same wired charging speeds, same features. A lot of it is the same, but it's still a great, great phone. If you don't have either one of these phones, grab the S25 Ultra. If you have the S24 Ultra, I gave you the reasons why you might want to upgrade. You also might not want to, but regardless, everything's linked down below if you want to pick this one up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.